Hi, welcome to the Math Nest Zone. So we are looking at equivalent fractions there. Right, so before we look at equivalent fractions, let's just look at this diagram here. Let's look at the first one first. So let's take the first one to be a chocolate bar, which has got two pieces, right? So on this chocolate bar, if I give Tashon this first one here, the one that I've colored in or the one that I've shaded, that's the one he eats and then he leaves this one. We will then say Tashon ate one out of the two pieces that are given. Then I give Turiel the second one here, and then Turiel decided to eat the first top part and the bottom part as well. So we'll then say Turiel ate 2 out of the 4 given, right? I gave Tanisha the bottom one, and Tanisha decides to eat the first one, the second one, the third one, and the fourth one. So we'll say she has eaten 4 out of the 8 given parts. Right. So if you look at these 3 bars here, the one who ate 1 out of 2, the one who ate 2 out of 4, and the one who ate 4 out of 8, they ate the same amount, right? If we're to put the chocolate bars together as one big bar, and we say this one is for Tashon, and this one is for Suriel, and then this one is for Tanisha, like that. And then we say this one ate this part here, this one ate these 2, and then the last one ate these 4, right? So you can see that the shaded parts are all the same. Their value is the same. They ate the same amount. So what does this mean? They will then say 1 over 2, which is equal to a half, is equivalent to 2 over 4, is also equivalent to 4 over 8. And the list goes on and on and on. Right. But then sometimes you'll be given just a fraction to say find the equivalent fractions without being given a diagram. For example, let's find an equivalent fraction for 1/3, right? So if you look at here, we started with 2 parts and then they went on to become 4, they went on to become 8. So how do we increase them like that? How do we make them bigger like that, right? So whatever we do to the numerator, which is the top number, we also do to the bottom number to find the next equivalent fraction. So for example, if we are going to make it bigger, we're going to multiply it by 2, so which means we also multiply the denominator by 2. And then we get 1 times 2 is equal to 2, 3 times 2 is equal to 6. So which means 1/3 is equivalent to 2 over 6, right? If we're given 2/5, find the next equivalent fraction, we do the same thing. To increase it first, multiply the numerator by 2 and multiply the denominator by 2. 2 times 2 is equal to 4, and then 5 times 2 is equal to 10. If we wanted to find the second equivalent fraction of 2/5, we simply go to the fraction that given is 2/5. We multiply this one by 3, which means we also multiply the denominator by 3. 2 times 3 is equal to 6. 5 times 3 is equal to 15, right? If we're going to find the fourth one, which means we're going to multiply again the fraction that is given, 2/5, by 4. So 2 times 4 gives us 8. And then 5 times 4 gives us 20. So the equivalent fractions to 2/5 are 4 over 10, 6 over 15, and 8 over 20. If we're given 3 over 10, right? Let's try to do it without writing the numbers there. So multiply the first one by 2. 3 times 2 is equal to 6. Then the denominator, 10 times 2, is equal to 20. Then to find the next one, remember we said we only increase the first one, which is 3 over 10. So it will be 3 times 3 now, which is equal to 9. And then 10 times 3 is equal to 30. If we're going to multiply again by 4, 3 times 4 is 12, and then 10 times 4 is equal to 40. Right. So if you look at equivalent fractions, what are we doing? We are simply counting numerators in numerators and denominators in denominators. Counting twos, we're going to say 2, 4, 6, 8. If we're counting in fives, it's 5, 10, 15, 20. 3, 6, 9, 12. 10, 20, 30, 40. And so on and so on. Right? So I want you to do the following. There in the small box, see if you can give me 3 equivalent fractions for the following. For 3/4, right? For 5/6, and then for 7/8, and then for 11/12. Thank you.